My name is Sheena. Something is happening in my apartment, and I do not know what it is, and I need to tell someone because I am starting to question everything I thought I knew about the place I live in. This started 3 weeks ago. My mom has this friend who owns a small antique store on the east side of the city. I have been there maybe twice before. Small place, more like a cluttered room with a door to the street than an actual store. Old frames, old furniture, old lamps, things that used to belong to people and ended up there after those people were gone. The kind of store that smells like wood and time and something you cannot name. My mom wanted to visit her friend one afternoon and asked if I wanted to come. I had nothing going on. I said yes. When we got there, my mom and her friend immediately started talking the way old friends talk when they have not seen each other in a while. I walked around looking at things. I was not looking for anything specific, just killing time. Running my eyes over old frames and old chairs and old objects that had histories I would never know. I found the mirror in the back corner. It was leaning against the wall with a cloth over it. I do not know why I pulled the cloth aside. Everything else in the store was displayed openly. This one was covered. That was the only reason I noticed it. The covering. When I pulled the cloth back, I expected something cracked, damaged. Something that explained why it was hidden away instead of displayed. It looks almost new. Dark carved wood frame, deep brown, almost black. The carving on the frame is a pattern I cannot quite make out. Something repeating that my eye keeps sliding off of when I try to focus on it. The glass is clear. No cracks, no warping, no clouding from age, just a clear mirror that reflects whatever is in front of it perfectly. But it feels old. I do not know how to explain that better. It just has the weight of something that has existed for a very long time. You know how some things feel new even when they are not? This is the opposite. It feels like it has been here since before I was born, since before most things I know were here. I go back to my mom and tell her I like it. Her friend says I can have it for free. She says nobody has bought it in years. It just sits there. She says it came from her grandmother's old house. Her grandmother left it behind when she moved, and she has been keeping it in the store ever since, just taking up space. I ask where her grandmother lived. She thinks about it. She says her grandmother grew up in a small town somewhere east, left when she was young, never went back, never talked about the town to anyone. Her friend says she asked her grandmother about it once when she was a girl, and her grandmother changed the subject so completely and so fast that she never asked again. I ask what town. She says she honestly cannot remember. Somewhere east, somewhere small. Her grandmother never said the name. I thank her and take the mirror home. My Uncle Johnson and my brother come over the next afternoon to help me hang it. We put it on the right side of the living room wall, beside the TV. Dark carved wood frame, clear glass about a meter wide. The floor lamp beside the couch throws warm light across it when it is on. When my uncle and brother step back and ask what I think, I say it looks fine. It does look fine. Standing there with my uncle and my brother, and the floor lamp on and the TV on in the background, it is just a mirror on a wall. An old mirror on a wall in my living room. Nothing more than that. They stay for a while, we order food, we talk. They leave around 9, I clean up, I watch something. I fall asleep on the couch the way I do on weeknights when I am not paying attention to the time. I wake up at 2 in the morning, scratching, low and slow, somewhere in the apartment that I cannot place right away. Not the walls exactly, not the floor exactly, somewhere close that seems to shift position slightly whenever I try to focus on it, like it is moving just enough to stay just outside where I am listening. I sit there on the couch for a moment without moving, just listening. The scratching continues. I get up and turn the lights on. I check every room, the bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen, every corner. I look under the bed, I check the closet, I open every cabinet in the kitchen. Nothing anywhere. I stand in the middle of the living room with all the lights on and the apartment completely silent. And I look at the mirror. It reflects the lit room back at me, the couch, the TV, me standing there looking at it. Nothing else. I tell myself it is the building settling. Old buildings make sounds at night. I go back to the couch and lie there for a while before I fall asleep again. The next day is completely normal. Work, lunch, home, dinner. The usual loop that a normal day makes. The second night, I come home from work, put my key in the door, and drop it. In the second, before I crouch to pick it up, I see a shadow move across the living room wall through the open door. I call my neighbor William. He is in his 60s. He knew my dad for years. He is the kind of person you call when you need someone steady. He comes over immediately, and we check the apartment together. Every room, every corner, under the bed, inside the closet, every cabinet, nothing anywhere. He sits with me for a while. He asks how I am sleeping. He says stress does strange things to the eyes, especially at the end of a workday when you are tired. He says I should get more rest. I say, probably. He leaves. That night, at around 10, the scratching comes back. I do not wait this time. I grab my pepper spray from my bag and turn every light on in the apartment and stand in the middle of the living room and shout into the empty space. Nothing answers. I stand there for a while, lights on, pepper spray in my hand, the apartment completely silent around me. Then a glass falls off the kitchen counter. I hear it hit the floor. I go to the kitchen and there it is, on the floor in 2 pieces. I stand there looking at it for a long time. There is no vibration in this building that moves objects. I have lived here 8 months. Nothing has ever fallen on its own. I clean up the broken glass and I say out loud to nobody in particular, okay, something is happening here. This keeps going for the next week. Then one evening I hear my dad. I am standing at the kitchen stove making dinner, not thinking about anything specific, just cooking. And I hear him say my name. Clear, his voice exactly, the specific way he said my name when he wanted my attention. Not urgent, just present. I turn around, nobody there. I look at the mirror from the kitchen doorway. In the reflection, I can see the living room behind me, the couch on the left, the TV, the floor lamp, the wall, and my dad standing near the back of the room. I spin around so fast I knock the pan on the stove. Nothing there. The living room empty, the couch, the TV, the floor lamp. Nothing else. I look back at the mirror. Empty room in the reflection. I stand there in the kitchen doorway for a long time. My heart is going fast, but I am not moving. I am just standing there, looking at the mirror, and the mirror is showing me the empty living room, and there is nothing in it. And there was nothing in it. And I know what I saw. I turn the stove off, I sit down on the couch, I call my mom, I tell her something is wrong with my apartment. I do not tell her about my dad, not yet. I just say strange things have been happening, and I am not sleeping well, and I think I need her to come over. She says she will come tomorrow and bring my brother. They come the next afternoon. We sit in the living room, my mom in the armchair, my brother on the couch, me on the other end of the couch, closest to the mirror, the floor lamp on, the TV off. Just the 3 of us sitting in the lit living room, waiting for something to happen. My mom keeps looking around with that expression she gets when she is trying to be open-minded and not quite managing it. My brother has his phone out within 10 minutes. We wait for 2 hours. Nothing makes a sound. Nothing moves. Nothing appears in the mirror or anywhere else in the apartment. The floor lamp throws warm light across the room. The mirror reflects the 3 of us sitting there. Nothing behind us, nothing in the corners, nothing. By 8, my mom is saying I need sleep, and my brother is agreeing, and I can hear in both their voices that they made the decision about what this is before they even arrived. They are here because they love me, not because they believe me. My mom stays the night. She sleeps in my bed beside me. My brother sleeps on the couch. I fall asleep faster than I expect to. Something wakes me up. Not a sound, a weight. Something sitting at the end of the bed that was not there when I fell asleep. The specific weight of something that has settled there and is waiting. I open my eyes. There is a head at the foot of the bed, at mattress level, dark, facing me. I cannot tell you more than that because that is all I can process. My brain takes the information and gives me back head, at the foot of the bed, facing me, dark. I scream. I grab for my mom. She is not there. I grab for my brother. He is not there either. Both sides of the bed are empty. The small lamp on the nightstand is still on. The bedroom door to the living room is open. The apartment is dark beyond the doorway. I grab my flashlight from the nightstand, and I go to the bedroom doorway, and I look out into the living room. At the far edge of the living room wall, something is there, a head, at the height of someone crouching, dark, female, peering around the edge of the wall toward the mirror, the way you peer around a corner when you are watching something from a distance, and you do not want to be seen watching. I go toward it, my flashlight on. I go around the edge of the wall, nothing there. I turn around. I look at the mirror. In the reflection, I see myself standing in my living room, the couch on the left, the TV, the floor lamp off, me standing there with my flashlight, and behind me, a woman, dark, standing close enough that if she were real, I would feel her breath on the back of my neck. Her hand is on my shoulder. I can see it clearly in the reflection. I cannot feel it, but I can see it, her hand on my shoulder, and her face, whatever her face is, looking directly at mine in the glass. I do not move. She does not move. Then her mouth opens. I wake up screaming. I am in my bed. My mom is beside me, with her hand on my arm, asking what happened. My brother is in the doorway. The apartment is completely quiet. The small lamp on the nightstand is on. The bedroom door is open. Everything exactly as it was when I fell asleep. I am crying before I am fully awake. My mom holds me and keeps asking what happened, and I cannot find the words for it. I just keep saying the mirror. I keep saying I saw it in the mirror. I keep saying that over and over until my mom pulls me close and tells me it was just a nightmare and I am safe. In the morning, I find the mirror cracked. One long fracture running from the top right corner to the bottom left. Clean, like something hit the glass from inside and almost made it through. We throw the mirror out on the next garbage collection day. My brother and uncle carry it down and leave it by the dumpster. I watch from the living room window. I watch them set it against the side of the dumpster and walk back inside. I stand at the window for a while after they are gone, just looking at it, leaning there against the dumpster with its cracked glass catching the morning light. The garbage truck comes 2 hours later and takes it. My mom stays with me for a few more days. The sound stopped after the mirror left. The shadows, the feeling of a space that is not empty when it should be. All of it stopped. The apartment feels like my apartment again. That part I am grateful for. But I keep thinking about what the store owner said. Her grandmother's old house in a small town somewhere east that she left when she was young and never talked about and never went back to. I think about that woman deciding to leave a town behind and deciding the mirror was the one thing she was not taking with her, choosing specifically to leave it, not sell it, not give it away at the time, just leave it in the house. I think about what she must have seen in it to make that decision. I think about whatever was inside that mirror sitting in that old house for years after she left. Then in a store collecting dust, then on my wall. I got lucky. I just hope whoever picks that up next does not do what I did and bring it home.